His armor this game because his lane goes so well, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself here.
And already off to stack up those camps as well. Needs to get the D-ward if they did end up blocking him, but should be fine. Dyrachyo down bottom had a little bit of a frustrating performance for himself in the early goings, particularly against that TSM game, but has made a little bit of a comeback since then and has been putting on a really good performance for this young player.
Yeah, he's been feeling himself. I remember in one of the interviews he said, like, I basically messed up in that Monkey King game and I need this next one to go well. Like, just don't focus on the last one and just make sure that going forward I play really well. And he has been. He's been popping off in every game. That CK game, I think he died, might have been 0 times.
It's pretty good, at least as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it was a flawless game from him.
Already, again, not a ton of harassment that gets leveled out against that Timber Saw, sitting top of the mark in terms of the CS. And down bottom, Yuragi trying to keep the pressure on the Dyrachyo whenever they can, as that pull going to be sent the whole way through and grabbing onto those creeps afterwards. We accelerate on the edge, and Yuragi is fine here as well. Takes some damage, actually, the Boundless Strike. A couple more punches, and Taiga is going to have to come on in and try and play a little bit of interference.
Yeah, this lane down here is such a tough lane for Gaimin Gladiators. Troll, traditionally a counter to the Monkey King. I remember when Monkey King was being picked a lot mid, people were going Troll against it. Also, speaking of OG, Thompson was playing that a lot. You just Whirling Axes him, and none of his Jingu stacks even matter, even if he gets to 4 stacks on you. It just doesn't matter. And Bane's also a right-click type hero.
Yeah. Yeah, very frustrating. Again, the flip side of that is that Taiga not able to get any of those early creeps right now, just has the Cloak Aura, which isn't going to be that helpful against the pure damage and everything else that's coming out here.
Yeah, Taiga, he's looking for the plus mana creep and the mana burn creep. Like
that was so nice. I love that creep.
That would be insane with the Troll. You have these like small, nuke abilities that you want to keep spamming. It's like that's a Troll's dream. It costs so little mana, but Troll also lowest int gain hero in the game. Like he needs the regen for sure.
So far, so even across all the lanes. The only one that's maybe a little bit behind is that Troll, but both teams looking really solid. And Amar, having gotten through what could have been like a little bit of a tough lane stage against that Monkey King, is very happy going against the Timber. So this lane setup, at least so far, feeling like it's favoring him.
Yeah, OGs, they're stoked about this. I mean, Seb basically gets to have the most fun video game ever because he's got a Timber in the safe lane that is never going to die now, at least until, 7-minute mark or something like that. So Seb can go stack, he can go, help the bot lane, he can go mid, secure runes, he can do whatever he wants.
Jump down bottom, Taiga under a little bit of fire there, and the Boundless Strike coming out. Can he get away? The Troll actually able to get the mischance in, and that kept alive their doom. So very well played again. The players covering each other. And Dyrachyo, be a little bit careful too. If that Troll gets on top of you, he might die. And they're gonna pop the salve and back out again.
Yeah, Yuragi, during that, he got like 6 stacks of Fervor onto Dyrachyo, so he just felt like he could keep right-clicking there. The ability only doubles in terms of attack speed between level 1 through 4, so it's a very value ability at level 1 if you do get enough right-clicks on someone.
Yeah, super nice, definitely. Boundless Strike a little bit off the mark there, but still getting some good CS on this Monkey King right now. 21-5 versus the 17-3. And Amar, he was sending out that courier, ends up getting taken away, and actually getting a little bit body blocked there by the creeps. Means they can't go in, and instead they're gonna go into Taiga a second round, and Dyrachyo gets first blood, and Yuragi might be next as they run him down bit by bit, but with the mischance, it's gonna be enough to get him away at least. First blood. He's having fun.
Gaimin Gladiators, man, they're just playing really well on this lane. Like they're just doing the slow outplay harass. They're, the Troll Whirling Axes can only come out so much. It's got a cooldown on it, so when that's on cooldown, you can go for the play.
You can see there as well that camp being blocked out. So boom, gonna need to retreat back to the jungle and farm up other places. But don't worry, he can farm wherever he wants. This hero's insane. As Ace takes some extra punishment there. Amar now with the 3 points in the reactive bar.
He's pressuring so hard here.
Yeah, this is scary for Ace. He's got to be super careful. When that level 6 comes out, I mean, it gets really dangerous for CK.
Yeah, he's having such a good game. He's even just 2 points in Whirling Death. He doesn't feel like he needs the defensive Whirling Chain because, like, who the hell's going to kill him right now?
No, nobody. So again, power shot down bottom, but they are keeping this creep wave in a really good position for Gaimin Gladiators bot. And Taiga, he's just decided to head out. Heading over, trying to secure some runes here.
Yeah, here we see the classic Enchantress rotation to mid at 5 minutes. This is where you expect to see both supports from both sides dueling it out here. You don't want to lose this mid tower. You don't even want to take too much damage on the mid tower, although they do let the catapult die.
Yeah, and weren't able to get any extra pressure on there. So Taiga pushes back towards mid, and Gaimin Gladiators won't be able to actually take down that tier 1 tower mid at all.
But we do know, what Celery likes to do. He might head back to the mid lane at any point, although opting to head bot into the jungle, grab another creep. Oh, that's the good one. He's got a nice creep.
Oh, he's saving it for later, the Dark Troll Summoner.
Can't get it. Yeah, you need level 5 now to get that, unfortunately for him.
So, again, 6.5 minutes, only 1 kill so far as, well, maybe there's going to be another one here. Seb trying to run away. Yuragi is there. Boundless Strike to slow him down. A couple more punches is all they need, and barely getting away from that one. Seb able to survive, and BZM makes the rotation, and not quite sure if he's going to be able to get in and onto the rest of Gaimin Gladiators. Says up top, they got level 6 on Amar, and this is what they've been waiting for. Pull him back in, Whirling Death, brings him down. And down bottom, maybe more action. The toss away, tries to get him out. BCM keeping Yuragi alive for the moment, but it's just going to be for a later death as they take him down too.
I can't believe on the bot lane with Celery, he just sends the Centaur over casually, and it ends up putting Yuragi in this really bad situation where he really had nowhere to go. They did like a 4-way pincer attack there between the Centaur and the heroes that they had and ended up taking him down.
Solid move. And Gaimin Gladiators starting 2-1 here as they will go for a stun. Ace making the rotation bottom and maybe gonna find a kill. Oh, the shackle looking for the hook stop, does find it.
Oh, wow, okay.
Celery, cool moves, and up top as well, more action coming out, and Boom is also gonna fall, so OG striking back in good turn.
Wow, that is the last thing you want to happen to your mid-coddle. He's got 63 last hits, top of the last hits right now, and he just goes top and feeds Amar. And the reason Amar's diving so aggressively there is, number one, he knows he's not going to die. Number two, the only hero that can deal with him right now is the coddle. That's it. So if he kills the coddle in lane, what do? This feels so oppressive right now for Gaimin Gladiators.
What you do is you lose your tower. The top one goes down. Amar on this Timber Saw. There's a reason people banded against him, and it's showing up right here in this game number 1. Celery does make the move over. Again, doesn't quite have the ability to take that Dark Troll Summoner yet. The nerf coming in clutch. And we will see over the next couple of minutes if they can get him some more levels and start evening this out again. Still a very back and forth game.
Yeah, given how the lane setup went, I think for Gaimin Gladiators, you're definitely supposed to lose if you let those lanes go as they did in terms of you don't rotate anybody. Oh, Celery.
Yeah, in some trouble there. The sleep though. Tofu keeping it back the Tiny, and then the Timber Saw comes through, does a world of hurt. And again, struggling to come up with answers for right now. I mean, again, the silver lining is that they've been able to keep Yuragi down pretty low on this troll.
Yeah, there's going to come a point where Yuragi needs to just basically have some me time for like, at the very least, like 5 to 10 minutes in this game. Because Duraccio, he just had a 2-level advantage in the carry v carry matchup. Like, that's not good, especially when you're troll versus the Monkey King. It's tough.
So again, back to farming for a little bit here, but the big hero that I'm still just going to be keeping my eye on this entire time is going to be Amar, if he can make any move. But the other one is BZM. Making the move through the jungle. The smoke is going to break. They find Ace. Don't have an angle, though, for a shackle or any extra play, so can't get the kill onto him. Jump. Yuragi. Ooh, just gets out of there one, actually. And
BCM and Seb, they're almost there.
And moving, trying to get him. They find the Monkey King. Yuragi's still beating into him, and a couple more punches. That's how you get your troll back in the game.
He was baiting. It was all a bait. He's sitting, he's holding the skill point in Battle Trance. He wanted to be low HP, so they would go on him there. Very smart from OG so far.
Making all the moves together that they need. And you can hear the crowd feeling it right now. The movement and OG keeping it back. The constant pressure and then putting some on themselves as well. As that Ench creep is going to get taken down. They do have a catapult mid. See if Amar wants to make a move with this.
But Lyrical, this is the wall that the panel was talking about. You can't push with an Enchantress. You can't. I mean, there's very few heroes in Dota that you can push against a Timber Saw, especially of this caliber. He's super high level to the point. Like, his game is so good, he's going for Kaya first. He's not going for the Sanj first. The Sanj and Kaya. Is he going to take the stack, or is he just stacking it?
I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting question.
I feel like it's Amar. He's about to take the stack, although Yuragi could definitely use it.
I mean, I would be super down. He's going Maelstrom. This guy can take it now with the CHAKRAM.
I want to see how greedy he is. He's taking it.
Yeah, that's
he's
the way to do it.
I'm the carry now. All right.
Top of the net worth. And yeah, as you said, I mean, this does present a little bit of a danger, right? If he dies with that, like, Kaya before the Sanj comes out, he is maybe going to be a little bit more vulnerable. But I guess the game has gone so sort of poorly for the other cores that Gaimin Gladiators might not be able to kill him anyways.
However, with that being said, Gaimin Gladiators, they're making good trades here, you know?
Yeah.
While Amar is taking the stack from his carry, they actually end up taking the safe lane tower, which Amar could have TP'd in potentially and defended. So it looks like OG, they understand they want to lose. They're fine with losing that tower. They have grip, don't they?
Yeah, they're looking for this one. A lot of TPs coming in as well, and Taiga drops the Doom, actually. A turn for a big fight. Do they have enough for the kill? It looks like, look at Shackle, enough for the finish. Goes for the denies, but doesn't manage. Unbelievable. So Dyrachyo will go down there. The nice play coming out. The kill onto the Monkey King.
And while all that was happening, Yuragi took the bottom tower, so it's not just a kill on the carry, it's also OG's carry getting some free farm and taking a tower.
So state of the game right now, 1,000 gold lead for OG. Do you feel like there's one team that's more comfortable at this point in the game, though, with the way that it's been going?
Definitely OG, definitely OG. I think having Amar in this like kind of pop-off state, they're very used to this. They know that he's going to make a ton of space, so even though Yuragi's game has not been going exceptionally well so far, they know that this is going to give him some time to come back, and Troll is one of the few heroes that can actually man up versus a Monkey King in the ult. Like, it's a pretty good counter, which is why they picked it, despite Troll not being the strongest of heroes.
They do manage to hit there on the scan, Radiant keeping Dyrachyo alive, and he does manage also to get the Primal Spring out. So yeah, he gives a little bit of a smile there, feeling himself after he's able to dodge that gank. And afterwards, down bottom, Yuragi just going to farm up this next round, and Machines of Creep Wave coming into the Monkey King as well.
Yeah, Gaimin, I mean, Gaimin's doing their classic playstyle where they just have Celery in these like crazy positions where if you go on him, you're going to feel stupid. It's like, yeah, they're getting a kill on an Enchantress, maybe, if he doesn't get a stomp off like that. Nice
play, the stomp to get him out. And yeah, I mean, they go on him, doesn't manage to find any kills.
All the cores of Gaimin are just farming right now. And it's just like, come here, kill my Enchantress. Like, see what happens. They do this all the time. They love this. Celery's just a space creator.
Ace, the one that the space is made for, at least on the CK. They clear out the top side, get some room for him to farm up, and again, the pop in the Phantasm to farm, it's what we've seen time and time again.
Yeah, he's ulting off cooldown this game to farm.
Wait a minute, are they making a move? Boom! They run on in. Taiga is going to hide behind the tier 2 tower, so despite the big rotation top, it does not look like Gaimin Gladiators will find a kill onto that Doom.
So Boom does have Spirit Vessel right now. They could possibly kill Amar. If they can get a good smoke onto him where they actually, you know, get him with grip or something like that where it doesn't get canceled, he could potentially die in the next few minutes here. And I think that's what you're looking for if you're Gaimin Gladiators.
And of course, getting the extra farm up on Dyrachyo, who just finished this battle fury as well. So the Kaya Sanj done, and next queued up for Amar is going to be that Lotus Orb, which we would anticipate trying to get in towards the things that keep him alive against that Spirit Vessel. But that might mean that we just sit around a little bit longer for Gaimin. We'll see if they try and make some type of a move with the other 4 heroes besides the Monkey King.
I want to go back to the question you asked earlier about who's okay with going late game, because I think the Troll versus Monkey King matchup is, BZM is going to do toss back here.
Toss back Celery. Will that be a freebie? He gets the heal off. No, he's just going to walk away. God, the engine's so annoying to play against. Amar moves in, but can't get there in time to get any extra punish.
Dude, I feel like teams at this point are afraid to try and kill Celery.
Yeah.
Just because they've watched so many other teams just be baited by him.
Well, speaking of being afraid, Taiga definitely needs to be as they jump forward and kill him off. So another rotation secures a kill. 5-5, 15 minutes in. And Celery runs into Amar there, stealing farm away from the Timbersaw.
Yeah, Taiga was trying to finish up his Blink Dagger there. He just needed one more wave and he would have had it, so that delays the timing for them. He really wanted that for the next fight.
Yeah, and you can hear the crowd. Any little moment that they have a chance to, they're going to get into it there. And eventually, the other thing that's going to happen is the Enchantress will take your mid tower. Just keep running creeps at it constantly. BZM comes on in to farm it out. But afterwards, they do manage to get that mid-tier 1 tower.
Yeah, they're just poking a little bit on the mid lane. I think maybe they're trying to do some Hurricane setup into the Fiend's grip if the opportunity presented itself, but didn't exactly. OG, they're playing pretty safe. They see the Spirit Vessel timing, they respect it. They're not, you know, playing as balls to the wall as we saw earlier,
right,
so to speak.
And I mean, that's another good point to make, is that like both of these teams at various points, it feels like as, oh, Taiga, I have to hold that thought here. Asleep, do they turn this into a kill? As you mentioned, does have the grip available. The 2-second stun pulls him back in. Avalanche, Taiga, is he really gonna get out of here? A little bit of help from his mid, and Taiga manages the escape.
Man, Avalanche is just such a good ability now, actually. Just the fact that it's this perma stun. BZM was also in the area. He had the toss back if there was gonna be some sort of re-engage, so he was ready for the double save there. He didn't need to do it though. Just an avalanche is enough.
Definitely. So again, what I was saying is that both of these teams at various points, it feels like, have struggled maybe a little bit with the nerves, and both of them have managed to overcome it. And that's why they're in this position right now, the lower bracket semifinals. So both teams trying to play a little bit conservative here with their movements, not overextending. We'll see if that trend continues here in this game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like a fairly normal game of Dota. Like with a lot of the land Dota that we've seen in this tournament, it's been just like fighting nonstop. But both of these teams, they seem to have nerves of steel here. We'll see how long that lasts, because one crazy fight and all of a sudden everything, you know, blows open. But for now, yeah, they're looking chill.
So again, clears out that mid wave, and Gaimin Gladiators keeping it close here. They do have a smoke going to head out across maybe to the top side of the map here. Ace pops.
They're going to go Roche.
Ulti, and this is a bold play. This is as the smoke is coming in right now. We'll see if they get away with this one. OG.
They're walking right by. They're going to get Tofu, but...
I mean, if he dies for the Roche kill, this is perfect. So the Avalanche toss play goes in. Tofu's still living Nightmare, and then the eventual power shot for the kill. But again, down bottom, Roche is going down. This is the bigger objective for them, and Ace Celery going together in to take this down with the Rachio. I don't think OG knows.
They're not even going to try. I mean...
Oh, they had no idea. Power shot, oh, it's just barely off the mark, but they get the Aegis. And now maybe ready to fight for this one. They got to jump away. OG in a precarious spot, even without the Bane.
That was a very interesting call from Gaimin. They just understand that OG, they're doing their best to avoid the timing. I don't know if it's the vessel or they just feel like they can't fight at the moment for some reason, and they just walk in and get a free Roche. The timing was very convenient too. Like the moment that OG pops that smoke to go into their own jungle, Gaimin Gladiators make the choice to go take Roche.
Right, and imagine if that movement that they had for trying to go for the kill was just a little bit off.
Into Roche, yeah, exactly.
This game looks completely different, one way or the other.
Right, like if the smoke accidentally pops in front of Roche, you're like, what the hell? They're Roshing.
Yeah.
Because you don't expect that. There's no Roche-taking hero on Gaimin Gladiators. I mean, CK, I guess? Like,
yeah.
It's not the best. It really isn't.
Well, a big moment there as Gaimin Gladiators able to secure themselves an objective. A BKB done for the Monkey King. Yuragi still trying to get into the Manta, it looks like, as well. And I mean, what do Gaimin Gladiators want to do with this Aegis now? Is it just buying time? What's the plan here?
I think they're more than happy to farm. They've got a Battle Fury Monkey King. They're against Troll, and like I said, I think Troll wins that matchup if you're even on farm. But with the Battle Fury versus a Maelstrom, I mean, the Monkey King's obviously going to have the advantage there.
Right. And likewise, you know, looking at the rest of these heroes, the Tiny hasn't exactly kept up to the same degree these other heroes have in farm. Now, that's sort of mitigated by having the Doom in the game, who obviously Taiga's going to be able to pick up a lot of net worth along the way as well, but it's going to be something to watch for. Tier 2 tower, down bottom, going to be taken, and likewise, some extra pressure up top from Gaimin.
I think the reason why BZM's farm is not super high this game is just because he's been everywhere. Like he's you know, running to the side lanes, like constantly doing these saves on his teammates. So it's like he's been very active, which is what you see more often than not on these mid-tinies, and then eventually you scale into the late game. But when you have a Maelstrom carry on one side and then a Battle Fury carry on the other side, often it feels like there's no farm on the map.
That's how it goes. Well, and we've reached the 20-minute mark. No rush 20 minutes, about to be broken. We'll see if they run at each other a little bit here as a couple Blink Daggers got picked up as well. Tofu moves on in. Shackle, oh, the angle. Zeb did it to him there. And can they clean up a couple more of these kills? Darachio's in pretty deep, but 2's Amar, the Lotus Orb keeping him fine. Avalanche run through, catches onto 2 with the hoof stomp afterwards. The Fombo is there, and Dyrachyo pops the BKB, trying to turn this for his team a little bit. And it is going to be too quickly dead on OG with the buyback coming from Tofu. So a little bit of an overextension after the solid initiation.
Yeah, losing their carry there. I mean, that's the last thing that you want. I definitely understand the play to try to go for boom. We've seen in a lot of these games, if you don't go for the mid coddle on these engagements, he just gets so many rounds of spells off that he destroys you 1v5 almost. So like you have to jump for him, but at the cost of your carry, that's rough. That is rough.
You can see this replay here. After the good initiation, it all went down.
Where did this wraparound? So
I mean, they were looking from the side. It was a good blink in there from Taiga again, but Dyrachyo with the turnaround couldn't get the ulti off in time. As we're back in the real game again, Dyrachyo turns onto Amar. Avalanche toss, caught with the sleep switch back the other direction. Tofu not able to help his team as much. Another shackle coming out from Seb. The kill force actually pushes him just out of range, but eventually get the Aegis. What more is left in the tank? Ace turning, punching BZM, but Dyrachyo in trouble. Another combo comes out, and OG, they strike back. Can they find more Celery? Very strong on the edge, but not nearly strong enough from all the damage coming out. Another kill for Amar.
Seb is just making this Windrunner look like such a good hero. Like, the crowd is going crazy.
They're feeling it right now.
I mean, this guy, he's supposed to be retired, but he just can't help himself but play good Dota.
One last ride, as they say, but 3 dead, and we'll see what they can get now. Mid tower goes down. Ragi fully back online on this troll. And at this point, at least, very still close game. But it can turn on its head in a moment.
It is so interesting watching how Seb uses the Windrunner. Like, if you can hit a shackle like that, and then you use the Gale Force, it kind of feels like a tossback or like a pudge hook. You know what I mean? It's like if you are good at hitting the 2-man shackles, it's like you're pudge hooking 2 people into your team. It's the same thing that we've seen happening with Tiny throughout this whole tournament, is how valuable repositioning is in a team fight. Like, this looks fine for Gaimin, and then all of a sudden when the shackle comes out and then the pullback, it looks horrible. They're just so far out of position. And Boom also wasn't there. He had TP'd back, so that's always a great time to fight when the mid coddle is gone.
I knew I was going to be able to count on you to find a way to talk about Pudge in this series, because they sure as heck weren't picking it.
Well, they're not going to pick it, so you got to find a way.
True enough. 8-11. Again, the pressure going to be mounted, and Tier 2 towers taken means both of those outposts controlled right now by OG. Blink Dagger done on that CK, trying to get into the BKBs. That's been the big timing that we've been talking about this entire tournament. When teams get it, they start to put the clamps on the entire map.
Yep, and Ace, he will have it very soon if he goes for the Echo Saber disassemble, which I assume he will.
And right now, he's just going to be going for the kill on Celery, who eventually does go down. They bring a couple more of those cores along, and Amar just continuing to slay heroes. 6-0-3 on this Timbersaw. He's had a great game.
Yeah, that was just a freebie kill. And anytime you see an Enchantress die, especially a Celery Enchantress, you're always just waiting for it to last, 30 seconds, then all of a sudden it's not worth it. But if it is an insta-kill like that... Oh, the tree cut!
Got him, caught! Had the vision, they were prepped and ready, and Dyrachyo gonna get punished here as they roll him through, go for the finish. The Tinker Wards, they're paying off even when he's not in the game. Out of his seat.
Yeah, he was looking for them, but it turns out they were looking for him first. It's... Tundra, I remember in DPC, they picked this Timbersaw into Monkey King because if you can catch him in the trees, you clear trees, right? So you can take them off the trees, not that we saw that there, and you also just do insane damage if you're surrounded by them.
Taiga was so ready for that one. Sets up the ward. The ward was placed by Taiga too, he just knows.
Yeah. And then Amar, look how much damage this does. Being surrounded by trees, that's the one thing that's been buffed about the timber damage in the last little while is the whirling pet that does so much damage.
Slight lead being opened up now by OG. And a scan, Dire, hoping to find somebody in their triangle. They weren't able to connect onto any of those heroes there. But again, Seb playing with the Timber as they're going to retake this outpost and then try and put some more pressure on the map. God, he is so freaking farmed.
Yeah, he's
huge.
7-0-3, and also top level in the game by 2 levels. That's insane. Like, this is why people ban Timber against this team.
Dyrachyo, in the meantime, trying to get into the Aghanim Scepter. A little bit of an unfortunate death for him before. We'll see if he can make, you know, his presence felt in this game. Obviously, you get these levels up on Monkey King, and things look very scary. But they're going to move in again. Pops the BKB, and I mean, I don't know if that would have been a kill anyway. So a nice little bait out there. Yeah, just a bait. We saw the exact same thing happening in the last series. A lot of these teams, like... Oh, turn, toss, back. Ace in trouble. Shackle doesn't latch. Gets the ulti off. Backs away, trying to kill BZM. Still so much damage being dealt by the Timber. And OG, they're just running away with it now. Tofu's got to get the heck out of here. Tries to TP out. Will he be able to escape? Oh no! Not happening.
This man has nerves of steel, dude. He's ice cold, bro. Oh yeah, Amar Timber. This is he is just spam pinging the tier 4.
He is so ready for this one, and right now, Gaimin Gladiators, they gotta buy more time, because it feels like it's completely gone the other direction, and again, they find him. They baited out the BKB before to kill him now with the Doom, giving him the high fives over the top of each other. OG are feeling very strong at this point. Yeah, that all goes back to the BKB bait that they did earlier. So well executed. It almost seems like teams are abusing the fact that people are playing on LAN, and they don't want to be the one that gets caught out and dies. You bait that BKB, and then you just get caught out and die later. Right, and OG, this is a growth for the team, personal growth going on right here. The previous LAN that they played in, they had a lot of trouble, struggled through it, and it feels like they've come back ready in this tournament to just run away with the game, the series, the whole tournament completely. We'll see what ends up happening. But right now, they're looking very good in game number 1, and Gaimin Gladiators, they gotta make a recovery. What's that avenue for them? How do Gaimin Gladiators put the halt to this?
Oh man, Tofu goes down.
Oh no!
I was literally clicking to him because I was thinking like they've got to get a grip off, right? Like they've got to grip somebody in some catch-out position where they're not expecting it. Have we seen a grip this game? It's been.
There might have been one early, but it's not been able to be a connection.
No, but he's got the big boy Philly, so you know, Ether Lens on the deck, so he's ready to get that off. But yeah, it's going to be like some overcommitment from OG where they dive like crazy, which could happen. Or, you know, picking off Amar on like a side lane. It feels like they need a big kill right now. They can't just go for one of these supports. It's got to be one of the cores.
And as we say that, it's going to be a smoke together. Now, they do ping out the Roche pit, and the scan goes green right as they were heading out towards it. Who they find? Amar, right at the start. Yuragi's there as well. Can they kill him off? He's already got the Lotus Orb. No Fiend's Grip available for them. The pullback tries to take down Taiga. This would be a nice kill to start it, and they will get him. Dyrachyo up on the high ground. What else are they looking for? Oh, the big avalanche after the shackle. Do they have enough damage to bring down the monkey? They do! And just like that, they turn it again. Nothing is free in this game for Gaimin Gladiators.
These shackles are just way too good. I mean, he's hitting the right heroes every single time. I mean, that wasn't a double shackle, but you hit the carry, and it gives just enough time for Amar to full to zero him, essentially. And Amar has the network that he can do that.
And like this, they're going up to high ground. OG feeling the momentum, feeling the crowd, and they are ready to take this one down, just tossing Amar triumphantly in the air as they're going to get the first set of racks here. 29 minutes in, 14,000 gold lead.
For the record, Toss does do some building damage, so at the very least, I know that was a bit of a flex, but he's, you know, flexing in a way that still helps Siege. So that's
always.
Good. Yeah.
Well, again, Gaimin Gladiators, they got to find another way back in, and the unfortunate situation is it feels like every fight has just gone really rough for them, and now they actually are going in to try and clear up that Roche. And this is going to be another Aegis into the hands of OG. Well, I guess the first one went to Gaimin Gladiators, actually, so they get this one at least.
All right, and we get to see BZM. He's going for Aghanim Scepter on Tiny, which just got buffed. A lot of people have been asking to see this one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it now slows with the tree throw slow, which is 25%, so we'll see how good that looks.
That's pretty awesome. I was not anticipating an Ags Tiny today.
Neither was I.
OG definitely feeling themselves. We'll see if he fully commits to it. As the Timbersaw is queuing up Moonshard.
Yeah, you cannot trust you can't trust OG and what they have in their quick buy.
Okay, good to know.
You know, given that they have succeeded the previous roster, they had to find new ways to BM.
Right.
And they do that through the quick buys.
Always the innovators.
Among other things, yeah.
So the top tower gets taken by Iragi. The rest of the team smoked up, heading into the dire triangle.
They see Ace.
Yeah, and this guy's in a lot of trouble there. Shackle almost able to catch, but then the avalanche goes gonna go for that BKB TP out, and they just bring down the Doom. No messing around.
Nice little prediction there from BZM, knowing, you know, basically the exact blink location. And Taiga was ready too.
Yeah, they're all over him this game. They do have enough gold now to pick up the Hex on the Coddle though. So that at least is going to give them some extra bits of control. As Celery trying to escape, but will not be able to make it. Amar, another kill on this absolutely beyond godlike Timbersaw. Yeah, it has not looked particularly close after those first couple of minutes.
Oh, they've caught Boom.
They got him again. Oh, the Coddle in trouble. The Gale Force, where you going, old man? Mar gets him, and they clean up another kill. 9-23. They're just going for another lane of racks. I don't know if Gaimin Gladiators have anything left in the tank. Nothing has gone well for them over the past 15 minutes.
I don't think they can stop this without Boom. He's the only tower defense that they can use against Iragi.
And just like that, they're going for the tier 4 towers. OG feeling themselves. And Gaimin Gladiators, they got to come up with an answer here, but they're just beating away at these buildings. The crowd will cheer them on, trying to end this game. 45 seconds, no Coddle, the Gale Force. Not even the Fountain is safe as they get the Shackle onto both. Mar trying to take down the Wraith Pack. They turn now. Celery lived through a lot of it, but Dyrachyo, will his ulti be enough to keep him alive? I'm not so sure. They turn, they bring him down. Another kill coming out as they find the finish, and well, the grip, it's not going to be enough to keep them alive. One by one, they fall, and OG to take game number 1.
That's GG. Okay, well that was quite the game.